Hello! In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to practice Nauli Kriya. This is a yogic exercise that one can massage the internal organs and intestines, which is great to support elimination and detoxification, especially during fasting. And two, helps to decompress the lumbar spine. So this is an exercise that takes a little bit of time to master and to gain the control of the different muscles. But in the meantime, until you can practice Nauli Kriya regularly, you can always do a simple massage of your abdomen with the hands as an alternative to practicing Nauli Kriya. So there are going to be two main parts of this exercise. The first one is to create the vacuum effect that helps to decompress the lumbar spine and lift all the internal organs up towards the thoracic cage. And then the second part is to, while doing this vacuum effect, this lifting up, to then contract the different abdominal muscles in a way that creates almost a wave inside of your abdomen, and this really then creates this massage, this internal massage of all your internal organs, which can stimulate blood flow and release of all those organs. So let's start. The first part is going to be to relax the abdomen. So wherever you are now, if you can be standing like me with your feet gently apart under your hips, I'm going to ask you to release your sit bones towards the front and outside of your hips, almost like if you are spreading those sit bones to the side. You're going to feel your pelvic floor release, and at the same time let your pubic bone release forward and let your belly hang out. So you have the sit bones releasing down and gently forward and out, and the pubic bone also down and forward. And in this way, start to breathe, and when you inhale, you might feel that the diaphragm is pushing down towards the pelvic floor. Then you let the exhale be natural, not forced. And with this exhale, you might feel a gentle lift of your perineum. So go ahead for a few more breaths. You gently breathe in, and you might feel that gentle pressure coming down onto the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, without force, you might feel a gentle lift at the center of your perineum. So this is the first part, is to relax the abdomen, breathe with the diaphragm in a way that we feel the connection between the diaphragm and the pelvic floor, and that already creates a massage of your internal organs and the rhythmic movement that will assist your internal organs to properly move and function. The second part is going to be, we're going to inhale a bit more fully and exhale a bit more fully, and then we're going to hold the breath out with the chin gently bent in order to block the throat here so that no air is coming in. We're going to do that by folding forward and placing the hands on the thighs. And we're gently going to press the thighs on the hands and the hands towards the thighs. Once we do that, still holding the breath out, we're going to lift the thoracic cage, almost as if we were breathing into the rib cage, but actually no air will come in. And this is going to create the lift of the abdomen. So all of this is happening while we are holding the breath after the exhale. So I'll show one time and then we can do it again together. So first, I relax everything. And then I take a slightly bigger breath in. I breathe out. When I come out of the pose, first I release the abdomen and then I breathe in. So, the stages are: relax the abdomen, take a few breaths, then take a couple of deeper breaths. You will take a deep inhale, then we will exhale fully, and then while holding the breath and tucking the chin, we're going to lift the upper back, lift the chest while keeping the abdomen relaxed. So you saw when I was doing the posture, I pulled on my abdomen just to check that this is relaxed. Okay, let's do this together. Gentle breath, relax the pelvic floor, let the sitting bones spread apart. We're going to take 2 fuller breaths. Inhale more on the side of your rib cage, the upper back, the chest, the belly, let everything expand, and then release the breath. Here we go, this time deeper breath in. Exhale fully. Hold the breath and then lift the upper back, lift the chest, and feel the vacuum lifting up all your internal organs into the thoracic cage. Try to hold the breath and relax the abdomen. Keep relaxing the abdomen while lifting the upper back, lifting the chest, and then release the belly and slowly breathe in. And release. Okay. So this alone you can practice. First is to making sure you don't have a full stomach, so best is to practice this early in the morning while being fasted. If you're doing a longer fast, this is a great exercise to do every morning. And just this part, just the vacuum up, is already going to create a massage, a stimulation of the internal organs, and assist your systems of elimination and detoxification. So I would suggest that you practice this exercise every morning after waking up and doing it at least 3 times, 3 to 5 times if you can. Okay, now the second part, if you would like to go further with this practice of Nauli Kriya, is going to be to contract certain muscles while doing this breath hold and this lift. So I'm just going to show you first and then I'll explain how you can practice this. Okay, so here I've done a few things. First, I did the simple version where I lifted everything. Then I contracted my rectus abdominis, the six-pack in the front, and you've seen this moving forward. Then I brought it back in and I did the obliques, one side, obliques the other side. And then I rolled oblique, rectus, oblique, and I did a few waves in one side and a few waves in the other side. So in order to be able to gain that control, first you need to feel which muscles are being activated for each section of this exercise. So first, for the rectus abdominis, these are the muscles in the front. In order to feel those, I invite you to gently bend your knees, drop the sitting bones, and then lift the chest and gently lean back. Here I'm leaning back, which automatically activates my rectus abdominis. Now in this position, try to breathe in the abdomen, because the first tendency is going to be to have everything tight. The front muscles and the side muscles. What you want to have is to be able to feel you can isolate the rectus abdominis. Here, with your thumbs, you can try to feel that muscle. You can press it here, and here I kind of isolate a contracted rectus abdominis. Okay? When we do the exercise, this time, when I lift everything, it is by pressing my hips forward in the same way that here my hips are pressed forward and my rectus abdominis contract. Here I will stay in this position, lift everything, and try to have that same activation of these muscles. Should we try that one? Let's do it. Again, lean back. Try to see that your sides are relaxed. The front is firm. With your thumbs coming on each side, see if you can isolate, and then see if you can lean forward, and as you press your sitting bones forward, see how that actually still keeps that rectus abdominis firm and the sides soft. So we're going to do the same thing with the breathing and the lift. Here we go. Take a couple of breaths and make sure you relax the pelvic floor, the sit bones spread, the lower back lengthens, and the belly releases. Take a slightly deeper breath in, full. Exhale fully. Hold the breath and lift the back, the chest. And then here with the vacuum, press your hips into your hands and your hands into your hips, and see if you can keep lifting the chest, lifting the upper back, but press the rectus abdominis forward. And then relax everything in your belly and breathe in. I will demonstrate one more time so you can see what it looks like, and it's okay if you cannot do this the first time. It will take a bit of practice. So here it is. I'm taking a big breath in. Okay. We're going to try to do the obliques. So now we're going to try to feel how we can contract the obliques by themselves while letting all the other muscles relaxed. For this, I invite you to lift one hip towards your shoulder and then press that same side, hand and shoulder, down towards the hip. Then lean on the opposite leg and lift that side. Now here, by doing this, feel how your side, your obliques get firm, but try to relax the other side. This should be soft, no need to contract. In order to make sure this happens, you can just breathe into your abdomen like we did at the beginning. Side is firm, side is soft. Now, keeping that same type of activation, I'm bringing my hand on my thigh and I keep pushing my sitting bone forward, my shoulder down, and this side is firm, this side is completely soft. This is what we want to feel. Let's try the other side. lifting the hip to the shoulder. Already here we feel some activation, but now if you lean on the leg and lift, now this becomes really firm, but I try to relax my abdomen and breathe into it. This side is soft. Firm, soft. I bring my leg down, I push my thigh into my hand into my thigh. This side is really firm, while this side is completely soft. Okay. Let's try to do this with the lift and the breath hold. What we're going to do here, let's do one side at a time first. Okay, so I'll demonstrate and then I'll guide you into it. So what I'm going to do, in order to make it more easy for myself, I will put both hands on one thigh and push that side to really activate only one side. Here we go. Okay, so now you can try the same thing. Let's do it together. Release everything, feel relaxed and calm. And then from the pelvic floor, feel your breath, expand your lower back, side of the rib cage, upper back, chest, belly, full breath in. And then exhale, blow all the air out of the lungs, empty your lungs. And then hold your breath out, lift upper back. Lift the chest, relax the abdomen, put both hands on one side onto the hip and push that hip into the hands. Now see, you can touch with your hands. Can you feel the side of the abdomen firm? But as you keep lifting and hold the breath, the other side is soft. When you're ready, release the belly first and then breathe in. Let's do the other side. Couple of gentle breaths. And then fuller breath in. Expand in all directions. Exhale fully. Create the lift. Relax the abdomen. Both hands on the opposite thigh. And then push that hip into the hands. Feel the side of the abdomen firm. Keep lifting everything to create the vacuum and the relaxation on the other side. Try to be calm and then release everything and gently come up. If you ever find yourself gasping for air when you come out of the pose, for example, you exhale and you do your lift and then you do this kind of reaction, this means you're holding your breath too long. And actually being able to hold the breath out for longer period of time is an important pranayama practice which you can cultivate in order to practice this Nauli Kriya for longer periods of time. Okay, so now we've practiced isolating rectus abdominis, we've practiced isolating the obliques. One thing you can do when you do your own practice is practice one independently. What you can also do, I'll demonstrate this now, is to alternate one side to the next. What can help you to feel those muscle activations before actually doing the lift and the isolation is to simply do this, where you contract one side and then the other side. One side, other side. Try not to tense your abdomen, but simply to lift the hip to the shoulder and the shoulder down to the hip automatically firms your oblique. Do the other side, other side, other side, Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can do this alternation of left and right oblique while doing the Nauli Kriya. I take a big breath in. Okay. There is one last stage that you can practice for the full experience, and that would be to do the roll, where you're going to do one oblique, front, other oblique, everything in, and roll like this. This will really create movement inside your abdomen and really create that massage, which will improve mobility of your intestines and anything that needs to be released out of your intestinal wall, which during fasting we're really looking for this detoxification, this elimination process to take place. And by practicing this Nauli Kriya daily, you're going to really assist your body in releasing all of these toxins. So in order to do this, again, I invite you to feel the activation of your muscles without doing the breath. For this, again, you can contract one side of the oblique, and then you lean back and feel the rectus abdominis, then other side of the oblique, and then you go in. You go side, back, side, in, side, back, side, in. Keep going. And try to feel how you activate different muscles of your core, of your abdomen, simply without tensing, but by simply getting into poses that activate those muscles. Switch direction. It looks a bit funny, but it actually feels quite good. Because as you activate one side, the other side release, also in your back. And just doing this can really help release some of the lower back pain by releasing tensions in the muscles of your lower back. Okay, so finally, we're gonna try together to do the circles. I'll guide you into it, so get ready. And then deeper breath in. Breathe everything out, empty your lungs. Create your lift, and then push one side, forward, other side, in. One side, forward, other side, in. Do that a couple more times if you can, in a fluid motion, and then when you're ready, release the abdomen and breathe in. I'll demonstrate one time before you do the other side. Now your turn. Prepare. Breathe in fully. Breathe out fully. Create your lift by lengthening your back, lifting your chest. Relax the abdomen first, and then one side, forward, other side, in. Side, forward, other side, in. And try to make it roll. Even if it's not happening, try to visualize and feel and do the hip movements. And then release the abdomen and breathe in. Okay, so it does take time and practice to gain this control, but if you do practice it daily and really try to be able to hold your breath first and then lift, and really feel first that you can lift everything, create that vacuum with the abdomen relaxed. That's the most important. This is really going to decompress your lumbar spine and can do tremendous benefits to everything that's happening between your pelvic floor and your diaphragm. And then practice the isolation of the muscles. Always do this before trying to do it with the breath. And then practice isolating first the rectus abdominis, and then just one oblique, then the other oblique. That's the base. Once you do that, you can try to combine them. You can do one oblique, other oblique, one oblique, other oblique, and then you can try the full row. I would say that if you practice this every morning, or at least 5 times a week, that after, I would say, 2 or 3 months, you should be able to do this. So it is some dedication, but with great rewards, and just the feeling of being able to move everything in your abdomen is a great sensation. So I wish you all the best, and feel free to reach out if you have any question. Hari Om.